Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I will be telling you guys how to do your H-2B visa process on your own. So if you do get an employer that's not working with an agency in Jamaica, you are unsure of what to do as it relates to your visa process, then this video is definitely for you. Ensure to like, comment, subscribe and share this video as well, and ensure that you're watching this video to the end so that you can have an understanding of what to do as it relates to doing your visa process on your own. So doing the H-2B visa process by yourself, it's relatively easy. So I will be outlining the step-by-step process on what to do, especially if your employer does not go through an agency. So once you've gotten an offer from your employer and they have been approved of their H-2B petition, the next step will be for you to start your visa process. So if your employer works with a lawyer or an agent, the person who would file their petition, what they will do is to have the lawyer send the required documents to your email or to you so that you can start your visa process. So what will happen is that the employer will send your information to their lawyer or agent, once they've offered you a job and everything, then they'll send over your information, your contact information, and then the lawyer or agent will reach out to you and they will go ahead and forward the petition details to you via email so that you can have that. When they send those documents, they will also advise you on what to do when starting your visa process, and then all you'll have to do once you've received that. So along with your passport, you'll need certain documents to start your visa process. So the first thing you will need to do is to fill out the DS-160 form. So that is a visa application form that you would fill out. So sometimes what happens is that the agent or the lawyer, sometimes they will fill that out for you. They will ask you for the required information and fill that out for you, but most of them will just have you fill that out yourself. If it's a case where your employer will be paying your visa application fee, then most of the time that's when they'll let the lawyer get the information from you as it relates to the DS-160 form to fill that out so that they can pay the visa application fee on their end. Or what they will do is the employer, they may go ahead and send you that fee so that you can pay for your visa. Or some of them will just allow you to pay your visa fee upfront, and then once you get to the States, it will be reimbursed to you. After filling out the DS-160 form, what you will need to do is to save the confirmation for the DS-160 form and have that printed. What you will also need is a passport size picture. You will need your passport. You will need the printout of the petition that the lawyer or agent would have emailed to you, and also you would need the courier page. When doing the visa application, there is a courier page for when you are sending the documents to the embassy that they require, so you would have that printed out as well. So it would be the DS-160 confirmation form, it will be the courier page, you would also need the passport size picture, the petition form, and also your passport. So on the embassy's website, they will have the instructions on what to do for this process to your application and have the required documents sent in. So once you have these documents, what you will do is to get an envelope, and you would put the courier page that should be pasted on the front of the envelope, and inside the envelope, that's where your passport size picture, your passport, the petition form, and the DS-160 confirmation page, that's where you would put those documents. So those documents will be inside, and the courier page will be on the front. So the embassy will instruct you to have these documents dropped off at the embassy's drop box, which would be either in Montego Bay, or you can go to the Kingston, which is the main branch. What I would recommend is to go straight to the Kingston location. That way, because if you drop it off at the Montego Bay location, then they would have to mail that to the embassy. So you are just cutting out one step. So you can just go to the Kingston location, drop it off at the drop box there, and then it will get to the embassy or consulate. So when having these dropped off at the drop box, so what will happen is that you would take along your ID, and the security that's there, the security officer, they will check your documents to ensure that everything is okay and you have all the required documents. Also, what he'll do is to ensure that you have the correct information on the front of the envelope. So if there's anything missing or any problems, he'll go ahead and advise you before dropping off the documents, so that there's no error with your visa application. So once all the documents are okay and they're correct, then he'll let you drop it in the drop box, and he'll also provide information for you as it relates to what will happen. So the security will also advise you on the process. So he'll advise you that once you drop the documents off, then there will be an email sent to you once the embassy, within a certain period, within a couple business days, I think, he'll advise you that you will receive an email to the email address that was on the visa application form. And once you get that email, that would be an email where the embassy is confirming the receipt of your documents. He will also go on to advise you that you will also get another email when they start to process your documents, as well as he will inform you what to do when you should come back and pick up your passport. So he'll advise you that you'll need to take an ID with you, your government issued ID, to come and collect your documents, being that your passport would have been at the embassy. So you would still need identification to come and collect as well. So for my experience, my employer actually completed my DS-160 form, and they were the ones who paid for my visa fee up front. So what happened is that they completed that form. I sent the required information and they completed the form and paid for the visa. However, the recruiter that they used, he entered my email address for processing the visa application fee, and also for anything as it related to the visa application. So after that, he advised me, the documents I would need to bring in and all of that, although it's also on the embassy's website as well. So when I dropped my documents off at the Kingston location, as I mentioned previously, the security, he checked my documents and ensured that everything was okay. And also he advised me of the process, what will happen onwards. So he advised me I would receive the email stating that the embassy has received my documents. He advised me that I would receive an email once they started processing. I was able to do because I had my confirmation number and all of that, so I was able to keep track of my visa process. So I knew when it entered administrative processing, and I was also notified when it was issued, because I would be checking regularly, almost every day. I would check the process on my visa application. So if it's an agency that you go through to process your visa, then they will have all that information. So it would be their email that would get the confirmation. So they would be the ones that are able to check every now and again on the status of your application. They would be the ones to be notified once your visa is approved, and they would be the ones who pick them up, and then all you'd have to do is to go to their physical location to have that collected. For me, I was able to check up on my visa status every now and then because I was the one who did my process. So it was my email that was used and my information. So I had it was convenient for me because I had the information at my fingertips. So I could go and I could check, and see what's going on with my visa application and all of that. So once your visa is approved, the embassy will go ahead and notify you, letting you know it is issued, and they will also give you a time frame when it will be mailed, either to the drop box or it can be mailed to your parish. That is if you paid for the extra courier fee that allows them to mail it to your parish, so it would be more convenient to you. I didn't pay a courier fee, so mine was sent back to the drop box, and I picked up my passport. So when I picked up my passport, I brought my ID, my national ID, so that they could verify my identification, as well as there was a yellow paper attached, as well as there was a blue H2B handbook that they attached to the passport as well, so that they advise that handbook, it advises you of your rights as an H2B worker. So that was it for me, guys. So it was a simple, easy process, so anyone can do it. If you need help or if you fall short somewhere, then you can definitely reach out to someone for assistance, but it's a relatively simple process that you would go through. And also I think it is definitely convenient because rather than sitting at the edge of your seat wondering, if you go through an agency, you don't want to sit wondering, is my visa approved, what's happening. Also, for persons that they may require an interview for, then regularly checking on your status, then you would know, okay, the embassy will notify that there's a problem or whatever the case may be. So I think it's really convenient and it's definitely good. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I really do hope you guys liked this video. If you like it, then boop the like button right there, and also ensure you are subscribed and sharing this video as well. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next video.